Hello and welcome to my first video. This is a small presentation of my retro PC. Before we start, I'd like to thank a YouTuber called LGR for inspiring this project, although this whole thing has become basically an addiction by now.
Good.
Another channel that I'd like to send my regards to is Phil's Computer Lab, which is an eminent source of information. So if you're looking into retro computers, definitely subscribe to these channels. The case is from a Fujitsu ErgoPro EL computer, which is from year 1999, and it had that perfect late 90s aesthetics that I was looking for. Inside of it lies an Abit ST6 motherboard based on Intel 815EB chipset. And like all boards based on 815 chipsets, it supports only 512 MB of RAM. Currently it has an 800 MHz Pentium III CPU, a 32 MB GeForce 2 GTS and a Sound Blaster Live model CT4830. For storage device, I got an IDE to SD adapter and plugged an 64 GB SD card into it, which I've been very happy with. For optical drives, I installed a regular DVD-ROM and a DVD burner. Both are some generic light-on models. And of course, there's a floppy drive. I also installed an USB 2.0 PCI adapter, making swapping files from my modern PC nice and easy. There's also a network card in there, but I haven't used it yet. My speaker system is a Cambridge Soundworks 4-point surround FPS 1000, which consists of 4 satellite speakers and subwoofer. The speaker boxes vibrated like hell, so I dampened them with some soundproof. My keyboard is a similar Keytronic MPR II that came with our first Pentium in 1997. For display, I found a 19-inch BenQ FB91G, and it perfectly suits my needs. I had a precise vision for this build. It had to smoothly combine old and new aesthetics, looking like an uniform package just bought from the store. For operating system, I definitely wanted Windows 98 2nd edition. My games are mainly bought from flea markets and second-hand stores, but also I managed to salvage CDs from my childhood. Some of the games are bought from Steam and GOG.com and modified to work in older operating systems. I also have an IBM Aptiva software bundle that came with our first Pentium PC in 1997, which is odd because it wasn't an IBM machine at all. Well, there you go. That was my first retro build. Some of you might be wondering why I didn't show anything from the inside of the PC, but in the future it will receive notable upgrades, so I'm gonna make an exhaustive build video of that. So I see you around.